Alright, hello anybody who happens to be out there. My name is Gingerbread Witch, and today I'm going to be streaming Guild Wars 2, and I am hoping today to finish up this first map. I'm going to try to keep it at about an hour. It may or may not happen, but I'm going to try to at least finish up this first portion of this map before we extend out to the further areas of Queensdale, because this is not the full Queensdale map. This is just a smaller. Oops. Oh, I think I'm getting attacked. I'm not getting attacked. Okay. But yeah, we are going to try to get that at least somewhat sorted out. So we're going to go up this way and around this way. And depending on how things go, I have to go back in the caverns.
Greetings.
Because I was already in the Bandit Hot Caverns, so... there's this undiscovered vista in here, which is probably attached to a jumping puzzle of some description, and we're gonna try to get that. Oh, I like set that guy on fire. I don't know how I. Oh, that's right, I got a new weapon. Did she just shoot at me? I'm gonna try to do at least some of this without the mounts, but not everything is going to be without the mounts, because then I wasn't even trying to start a fight with you. I was just trying to get this thing done. Do look like super serious. Running around with this sword. My big pink anime hair. I did choose this hairstyle. I know it's gonna sound silly, but when I was putting my character together, I random rolled that she was from a noble background, so even though it's a little bit ridiculous for this guardian, like warrior kind of character, to have a this poofy anime hair, I figured if she was a noble, then it's plausible. And it's one of the better hairstyles. I did not enjoy. Oh no. I'm not trying to fight all these people. I'm really not. But I need to get through, and I forgot to start that. Was I on fire? No, everybody. No, I was on fire. That's not good. Okay, so I'm just trying to view this item. I'm not trying to start this fight with that big old person behind me. So. Oh, was that a turret that I just like ran past and just ignored like it wasn't there? That's fun. Wait. No? Yes? No? You also have to kind of make sure that whenever you're doing these, that when you're trying to turn your scroll, that you are not accidentally moving around your mouse wheel. I am kind of like, I'm digging this sword a lot more than I was digging the the mace situation. Let me just double check and make sure I'm actually streaming, because I don't know. Hang on one 1 second, guys. It says I'm streaming. Hopefully it really is. And if not, I'll try to upload it in a little bit. Sorry if I sound a little bit tired. I had a bit of a situation earlier. My battery went completely dead in my car. Like, the car was fine before I did that, and it went completely dead. So everything that I planned to do got pushed back by a couple of hours, trying to get that sorted out. So I am a little, like, a skosh tired, but I am still going to try to make this a... Where am I? What just happened? I don't... What? Where am I? Oh, oh. Oh. Okay. Did not realize that that is where that led, but now that I know that, that's pretty cool. So, we're going to go back up this way and grab that waypoint, grab the point of interest, run these these hearts, and hopefully I get a bunch of that accomplished before. I'm going to use the raptor mount just to get moving past areas that I've already covered before.
Good to meet you.
Oh, and this guy's going to teach me how to do a specific item. I do personally know how to do it, but now he's going to teach us. See that chest? Some bandits booby-trapped the area around it. Whatever's inside must be really amazing. Or really secret. I gotta find out. I want to know too. How can I get to it? Dodge roll should do the trick. Right, here it goes. So, one of the things that it starts out with is a... Alright, let me back it up. In order to walk forward, you press the W key. In my situation, I'm on a keyboard. I don't know if there's another way to play this or not. But in my situation on the keyboard, I press the W to walk forward, S to walk backwards. Not to turn around, just to straight walk backwards, like to nope out of there. So if I double tap the W button or the S button, it will do basically a dodge. It'll roll into the area like that. Now, a lot of people do, and even I kind of recommend that you do not keep your dodge hotkey as the double tap forward. It's not that big of a deal now, but in certain jumping puzzles, you actually have to jump with precision. And if you just mean to nudge your character forward a little bit, sometimes the tendency is to like tap and then double tap because you didn't move quite where you needed to do. And instead of walking forward just a skosh, now you have accidentally rolled into an area you did not mean to roll. So we're going to open up this this chest, and loot it. So dodge. To avoid danger by pressing the key or double tapping a movement key. While dodging, you're temporarily invulnerable. The yellow endurance bar above your health drains with each dodge, but it will recover over time. Again, not a big issue right now, but sometimes whenever you get into combat, it is important. So we're going to go, there is a point of interest in this field, as well as things we have to do. To assist Farmer Ida with her orchard, we need to squish spiders and spider egg sacs and drive the bats from the orchard at night. So outside it is day. There are small night and day cycles, but we'll go ahead and start this. So we're going to do that. Then the spider's going to be like, hey, what are you here for? And
just one more confirmation of how great I am.
just now we get to smack some spiders around. I think I'm doing better this time than I did the first time I played, but I've, gotten used to it a little bit. So if you do see me in chat and you don't, or see me on the game and I do something weird or you don't understand what I did, unfortunately, because I've been playing this game for so long, the tendency is to just do it and not even think about it. But I am actually endeavoring to tell you, to give you tips and tricks and hopefully give you important information to help you out with this. While at the same time getting used to a character that has to get into your face in order to... Uh-oh. Oh dear. That looks like there is a event. So this is the heart to fix things. And this is actually a specific event. Once these spiders are cleared out, then you will get a reward for doing this specific event. I don't want to fight these spiders. They're gonna kick my butt. Alright, so I did the heart, but I am still working on this little mini quest. Now, on certain days, you're actually going to have certain things that you have to do. For example, this one's an Ascalon Vista Viewer, the Dry Top Event Completer, which I'm not even taking you into there right now, the Heart of Megama Miner, Daily Shaman's Rookery Jumping Puzzle. Now, if you complete, I believe it's 4 out of 5 of these items, then you get a basically some sort of bonus for the day. And sometimes the item is this specific map event completer. So this would be one of those events that would help with completing that specific daily task. Oh no, I don't think I can beat that. I knocked that spider into next week. Oh, he's about to come attack me though. Like, I'll have it coming. I'm not gonna lie. Like, okay, so Sweet thoughts. You were a big help in the orchard today. That place is everything to me, so you taking the time to give me a hand meant a lot to me. If you're ever in the mood for apple pie, stop in for a slice. And then that's from Ida. I got some perks from that, and I actually leveled up. All right. So one of the things it got is the rallying. So whenever you die or you got knocked down to almost 0 health, your character will kind of like fall over. And there are certain things that you can do to try to basically fix yourself before you die. And I'm going to have to show you that later, though.
Before it falls. Too soon and it's tart. Too late and it's
bruised. Okay, great.
I hate bruised apples, but I don't mind the tart ones.
All right, can I have a pie? Of course, you've been a great help. So, I don't know what that was. So I'm going to go ahead and sell any junk that I've got. And I don't know if I'm going to do it on this one, but there's one of the achievements that you can get if you collect a certain number of spoons. And if that's one of the things that you're doing, this is one of the spoons that you need. I don't think I'm doing that on this character. I think I've already done that. So doing it effectively again wouldn't be there'd be no practical benefit for me to do it again. But I will, like, if you guys want me to try, I don't get any bonuses for doing it a second time. So going over here to get that. We're gonna do this heart. We're gonna help Foreman Lanham improve dam safety. We're gonna plug leaks, uncover and eliminate earth elementals, and defeat other dangers. As well as we're gonna do that all the way up to this. Oh my goodness, I cannot talk today. We're gonna do this all the way up to that that scenic vista that we have to do. So we're gonna plug up this small leak. Now anything that's in a yellow is something that you can interact with. And sometimes you just repair certain items. Like for example, this small leak, we're gonna plug it up with the F button. And other times you actually have to fight for something. So we're gonna take out this little harpy. We're gonna scatter this. We're gonna beat up this earth elemental. Actually, I think the way to get up here, I think there's a path up on the other side. Oh, harpies. Wait, where are you going? Where are you going, harpies? Wait, what? That was a weird glitch. Oh no, is it this way? I don't remember how to get up there. Now I do actually have a mount that will get up there pretty easily. It's called a hopper. But that would kind of defeat the purpose of me trying to show people things like new, if you're thinking about doing a new character, because you're not going to have access to the hopper just yet. So I am trying to avoid using them for anything other than, for example, speed. The reason that I'm doing it for the speed purposes is because we do have... Okay, so you're going to come up this path. We do have a limited time every day that I'm able to stream, so I am going to try to... Oops. I was supposed to jump over there.
Trying to do some real damage.
Okay. So you want to slide off this onto this. You want to go over here. You're going to want to jump onto that item, like that where she just did right there. Dang it. Did not mean to do that. Let me... Okay, so ideally you just jump over without activating your glider, because again, not everybody's going to have access to the glider. So I'm going to hop this way, hop up here. Then I gotta hop down here, and then up to there. This little jumping area isn't too terribly difficult, but there are some jumping puzzles that are just a huge pain. And honestly, I hate doing jumping puzzles. I'm terrible at it. So if you do join me for that specific live stream, I might actually might cry or something. I don't know. I hope not, because that would be, you know, terribly embarrassing, but it might happen. Okay. So another thing that you need to know is that if you do fall from too great of a height, dang it, you actually take damage. Like right there, I just took 60 damage. And you can actually, your character can actually die if you fall from a high enough
Seems like that because it's true.
distance. You see it a lot in Lion's Arch. You'll be wandering around and all of a sudden somebody will be dead. And you're like, how did you die in a city? Pretty much they fell off of a jumping puzzle and got squished. So clear skies. Thanks for your help at the farm. I haven't spotted so much as a leak since you came through here. If you ever get tired of the hero business, come on down. My work crew could use skills such as yours. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. Let's see what we've got in our inventory. We do have some things that we can get rid of. I'm going to go ahead and open this bag of luck. It was a daily item, or basically a daily login reward. So I'm going to double click on that. The more you increase your luck, the more you increase a skill called Magic Find. And whenever you're doing that, you actually want to, basically you want to increase your Magic Find. The higher your Magic Find is, the more chance you have of getting rare drops whenever you defeat. I don't know why I say so much. Whenever you're defeating monsters, world bosses, anything like that, you have a better chance of getting a a rare or super snazzy weapons, armor, cool drops if you've done that. So let's go ahead and go to the other side of the river and see what we can do to help this fisherman. Okay, so to help Fisher Travis maintain the river, we gotta check traps for hostile creatures, break drake eggs, and kill drakes and scale in the river. Basically, this little alert will stay up anytime that you're within the area that is covered by the heart. Sometimes you'll see the heart, but you won't get those details, and that's when you know you've gone a little bit far. And anything that you kill, even if it fits the guidelines, anything you do, unless without this list, will not count towards your actual. Oops, that's what I meant by accidentally. I'm gonna take care of these river drakes. And you see how every time I do something, it increases the amount of basically my completion bar. You don't want to run around, kill a bunch of river drakes, but then you're too far away from the area to actually get any practical benefit from it. So just keep that in mind whenever you're quote-unquote helping out any of these things specifically for the heart. If you just want to run around and kill things, that's also perfectly fine. There's no harm in that. It's like literally no harm, no foul. But if you're doing it specifically for that, just keep an eye on where you happen to be. I'm gonna go start this fight with these drakes. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with the drake eggs. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Alright, thanks. I managed to catch a whole bucket of crawfish today. That may not seem like much, but in between the drakes and the scale, my brother and I have fallen on hard times. Now, thanks to your efforts, everything is turning out just fine. You're a real hero in my book. You get a lot of this. It's basically a whole bunch of NPC speak. Let's go ahead and equip that and get more space. I'm going to deposit all my materials. I'm going to squish everything down. And I'm going to see what he has to sell.
May Melandru guide you.
Okay, I went to the wrong fisher. Not everybody has beneficial things to say. So Drake steak, a Drake scale, tiny sharpening stones. You can use these for different items. For example, this one's an enhancement for 15 minutes. You gain power equal to 1% of your precision, plus 10% experience from kills. So depending on how you have your stats stacked, it can change things. And you can also get items that will increase different aspects. Let's see if I can give you an example. Like this focus right here that I'm looking at has a weapon strength of 107 to 114 and plus 4 power. Some of these items will have, like this one, this precise softwood focus, it actually has plus 6 precision. Unfortunately, I cannot use it right now because this is the weapon I do have is a two-handed weapon. If I had a one-handed weapon, then I could have this focus on my offhand, and then that would be perfectly fine. There's also some of the items that you can get over here, back pieces, accessories, your rings, your amulets, those sorts of things that can actually help improve all of that information. Okay, so it looks like this section is completed. So I'm going to go, I'm going to teleport to here and we'll go gather everything in this spot. I'm going to teleport to the crossing. It's going to cost 8 copper. It's up to you whether you want to pay that or not. I don't want to bore everybody who happens to be here with running back and forth across the map all day. So we're going to go grab this. All right, I need to go that way too. I'm going to do this section over here first. So I'm going to turn it around and we're going to go this way. Now these awakened characters that the items keep popping up for, they have different situations going on. You need different stats in order to do that. I am not dealing with that right this second. Oh, that's cool. This mentor here is actually like, hey, do you have any questions? Want a hand? Whisper me map chat. So, not every mentor out there is quite as helpful, but that is good to see, especially as a beginning player, as people that are willing to help, and not everybody is. Some guilds are real good about it, some guilds are not. So we have to go in here anyway in order to get this point of interest. So we might help beat this. Oh, that's a bunch of harpies flying in. Where are they going? Alright. Oh, I leveled up. Okay, so I can... Do I already have a rebreather? Hang on one second. I don't. Okay, so earlier you saw me swim across, and that's a good thing to do. But another thing that you can do is you can actually swim down. There actually is like whole underwater instances that you can do, and there's a lot of details that you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and equip this rebreather. Basically, the only thing that it does is it allows you to stay underwater longer. Excuse me, sorry. So if you need to do something specifically in the water, you can, and you won't die while you're in there. I gotta, actually, I think I go this way in order to get over. This one was actually a pretty easy vista. Like I said, some of them are a complete pain, but in order to do the map completion, you do have to do them. Second. Now, some of the lands and locations in this game do correspond with Guild Wars 1, but it's not all of them. You don't have to have played Guild Wars 1 in order to benefit or enjoy playing this game. But if you did play Guild Wars 1, then it's kind of just like a funny little ha 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 whenever you see certain things. So, try to get to this hero point right here, and then we'll probably head down this way, check out this little town that's over here. But it's gonna be a hot second. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the raptor. Oh, it's right there. Bandit loot. So this one's probably going to be a fighting one. It looks like a trap. So we're going to investigate. The engraving reads, Bandit life grows dull quickly. Now my only entertainment is fighting would-be heroes. Franklin Quickblade. So you can either say I'm up for the challenge and actually fight this dude, or you can nope out of there and be like, no, we're not doing that right now. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. And hopefully not unalive myself. So a lot of times they do have minions. Well, that was not as I had hoped. Okay, so the rally thing I told you about earlier. This is awkward. Now, if I can do enough damage to one of these guys, then I'll rally. Oh, this big dude just came in to help me. Or, you know, fight this dude himself. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter which one of us opened that. It will... it doesn't matter which one of us started that fight. Anybody who participates in the fight can get it. So, we're going to go ahead and run across this way. So I'm going to try to make it into that town. So let's go ahead and... What's this? Okay, so I activated these falls here. So I'm going to go ahead and... off here. Now this is one of the trickier jumping puzzles as a brand new character. Gotta hop up here. Gotta hop up here. Gotta hop up here. You gotta hop up here and then hop up here. That does not always work out. Oh, dang it. sometimes it's a little bit fiddly. And there is like some of the items, for example, in Lion's Arch, you have to kind of do this tightrope walk thing on. And in those situations, I do suggest that you actually set up a hotkey to turn basically your standard run into a walk, and then that way you won't. It's a little bit easier if you're moving slowly to do that tightrope thing. So that's everything here. Let's try to get back down, go this way, and hit this town. I know it may not look like it, but I am actually trying really hard to not use my my glide and some of my other items. Oh, another thing is when you're in the map, you actually can run around and like left, right, left. It does not prevent you from running into any monsters or anything like that. So just keep that in mind whenever you're doing that. What are we at? About halfway there for our time. Alright, so this will actually let you train in certain areas. So we gotta speak to Sergeant Soto to train with rifle, Sergeant Neil to train with swords, and Sergeant Liddy to train with shields. So this is like the almost like secondary area to give you a basic idea of how you can do certain things. So let's try
Pick up a rifle and get in formation. Remember, don't
Sergeant
release your
Soto.
shot until the order is given.
Firing in unison is the most important drill for rifle platoon. Accuracy is less important than discipline. How do I train with a rifle? Pick up a rifle and get in formation. Select the target and hold the trigger until the rifle drill sergeant orders you to fire. So we're gonna grab this. We're gonna pick a target. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do.
What brings you here?
Oops. Let's try that again. Oh, that was.
Hit the target. You must learn to hold until commanded. Take aim. Hold. Hold. Fire.
Alright, so the way this one works is you actually hold down
Let's keep at it.
the one button until he says fire, and then you let it go.
Hold.
I don't particularly enjoy these ones, but
Fire.
you have to make it happen in order to do it. So go ahead and retire from that. See Sergeant Neil,
Show these whelps how it's done.
which I think is this person.
Get in there.
Sergeant Liddy. Effective shield blocking requires keen intuition and quick reactions. Raising your shield too often leads to exhaustion. How do I train with shields? Pick up a shield and wait for the drill sergeant to strike you. Training shields are heavy, so you will only be able to raise it for a moment. I have a feeling I'm not going to do very well at this one, but...
Never block me like that. Try raising your shield just as I launch my attack.
Well, I didn't know you were attacking me, dude. Well, that's... him.
Good. That's how you block an attack. Again.
much like as soon as I see him.
Never block me like
Oh,
that. Try raising your shield just as I launch my attack.
the problem is I don't know. Oh, that's awkward. Problem is if I block and he's not aiming at me, then I have to wait for it.
Never block me like that. Try raising your
I
shield
hate
just
this
as
so
I launch my
much.
attack. Keep at
I
it.
hate it. Do not like it at all.
Good. That's how you block an attack.
And we're done with this. So we're gonna see about training rifle and the sword situation. Oh, hi bear?
Pick up a training sword if you want to train.
Striking with a sword is about finding holes in the enemy's defense. It's best to wait till they've lowered their guard. How do I train with swords? Pick up a sword and try to strike the drill sergeant. She's lightning fast, so try to wait till she lowers her shield. I have a feeling I'm not going to do very good at this one either.
Game.
Come on. That's way too slow. Try attacking me as I lower my guard.
Fire. Try raising.
That was dumb.
What brings you here?
Did I get that hit? This basically teaches you how to at least basically use all of the different items. Some of them you do better than others.
That's way too slow. Try attacking me as I lower my guard.
Take aim. Pick up a training sword if you want to train. Wouldn't want anyone getting hurt.
Remember, don't release your shot until the order is given.
Come on. That's way too slow. Try attacking me as
She's
I
standing there
lower
for
my
like
guard.
5 minutes until I decided to attack, and then she's like, haha, lols, no. That hurt. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the rifle thing because it is a lot less frustrating.
Let's keep at it.
Pick up a rifle and get in formation.
Take
Remember,
aim.
don't release your shot until the order is given.
Wouldn't want anyone getting hurt. Hold. Hold. Fire.
Way too slow.
Alright, and we're done with that.
As I lower my guard.
Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
Okay, honestly, I wasn't sure someone of your reputation would stick around and help my militia. I'm impressed and honored that you did. Thank you and best regards, Captain Lindell. We're done with that. So let's see what this dude has to offer.
Have something to report?
So, do you have anything special for me?
Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
Yeah, I learned how to use rifles, and then my profession can't even use rifles, so that's fun. But I can use swords and shields. Unfortunately, though, well, I guess fortunately, the items that I already have are actually better than what they're offering. So I don't currently have any junk to sell. Let's see what I do have.
Take aim.
Why do we need extra wheat?
Okay, this will increase your speed.
We should go there instead.
And risk getting
My
robbed
item's
afterwards?
better.
Hold.
Were they any better?
This is actually the spear is actually a subterranean subnautical item. So now I have a weapon whenever I go swimming if I go under the water. So this is actually everything for the most part. I've actually got better items currently, so
Not bad at all. Let's keep at it.
now if you do get injured and you've damaged your
Let's see the color of your coin.
your armor, for example, and you need to fix it, you would go to somebody who would have this symbol over their head.
Let's
This
see
is
the
for
color of your
repairs.
coin.
And sometimes in some cities it's just like an anvil. So you would talk to this person, and then it'd be like, have any damage? They'll fix it right up. And then if you do have damaged items, you could say, like, yes, thanks, or that sounds great, or something like that'll be here, instead of the, I'd like to sell a few things. But right now I do actually want to sell some things. Go ahead and sorry, minor glitch there. So these. Now I could potentially sell them in the market, but sometimes, especially if it's just a basic item, you don't get a whole lot for it. And in order to sell in the market, there actually are service fees effectively. So let's go ahead and, for example, sell at Trading Post. There's here this listing fee and exchange fee. So, for example, the more expensive the item is, the more the listing and exchange fee is. So basically, this is the quote unquote the Black Lion's cut or commission, as it were, for selling your items there. Now, in a lot of situations, it actually does come out better than if you sell to your standard merchants. So it really just depends on. It's like this one's the minimum price is 15, so I'm not going to get that here. So selling at the merchant actually makes more sense. Even though I only get 12, at least I can sell it now and I don't have to deal with
Always a pleasure.
things. So you're going to have to weigh for yourself whether that is something that is important to you or not. Whether you want the extra gold or you want the convenience of being able to get it now. Because even though I sold that item in the trading post, I don't get that money until I go to a Black Lion trader and actually interact with them. So let's go ahead and see about opening up a little bit more of the map. So we're going to go, I think I can go out this way, and I think I can possibly go out that way. I don't know if that takes me to a different map or if that, let's find out. Yep, that's going to take me to a different map. So whenever you see these pathways here, that actually will take you to out of the Queensdale area and into another area, but we're not going to do that right just yet. Actually, I'm going to pop in briefly so I can grab the portal on the other side. Because there are usually portals, or waypoints, not portals, waypoints, like directly on the other side, or basically directly on either side of those portals that take you from one area to the other. And of course, there would not be... Oh, I gotta go in this way. So I'm just doing this for right now. Really? Okay, I'm not trying to do this all right now. Okay. We'll come back to that. Okay, so now we're gonna go this way. I don't know if I can go that way directly or if I have to go like up and around and go that way. I'm not sure which way it is. It's been a hot minute since I've opened up this map. a very long time since I've played a brand new character.
They think it belongs to them. But with the garrison nearby, we don't have to worry.
So looks like I'm gonna have to go maybe up these stairs. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I'm supposed to. Alright, so I just opened up the Heartwood section, and it looks like we've only got the one waypoint and this one point of interest. So let's see if we can do that somewhat quickly. Alright, so help the Seraph protect Claypool from centaurs. So we need to defeat centaurs, destroy their holdings, and find ways to weaken their presence in the area. So basically now I need to go start fights. So I can... Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, it is a little tricky to twist around and strike at the same time. I was never really good at that, so that's part of the reason that I have. I traditionally use characters that are distance weapons because you can kind of like post up in a specific spot. And then, oh. But whenever you're I accidentally set this deer on fire. I did not mean to. Had I not accidentally started that fight with that deer, basically that deer got caught in friendly fire. Although friendly fire isn't. If I hadn't started that fight with that deer would have just left me alone and gone about its business. But I accidentally started that fight. Whoops. And I'm hopefully going to...
Time to do some real damage.
This would probably be easier if I had one of those gaming gamepads. My husband has one to where if I think it's a Nostromo gaming pad. Like, we're not sponsored by any way. It just I think that's the one that he's got. He sets certain keys to do certain things. So, for example, it's easier for him to walk around and attack. But for me, it's a little trickier because, for example, I've got to push the forward button as I'm trying to tap the one button or the two button, just depending on what attack I'm doing. So it's a little bit awkward on the hand to do it that way, but hopefully, Coyote, what? That's not gonna help. So, to go into the Heartwoods. Hopefully I'm still close enough for this. grab this. Okay, so something new just popped in. These are mining items. So, for example, I've got a copper logging axe, a copper harvesting sickle, and a copper mining pick. So we're going to go ahead and equip all 3 of those. Now I've got 20 uses on each one. That might be important later. For example, right next to me is this rich copper vein. And I've been effectively like ignoring those until then, until just right now, because of the fact that I haven't been able to mine them or do anything with them because I didn't have the equipment. You have to be a certain level before you can start. So I'm going to go ahead and hit F, not F, it's just the F key in order to mine. So for example, I'll show you my hero screen. Every time you hit it, it takes away 1. So now I've only got 16 uses for the thing. So, but you do gain copper, you can also gain wood, you can gain plants, so it really just depends on what you've got going on. So we're going to use all these, squish everything down. 1 second. I am so sorry about that. I had a pretty bad coughing fit that did not want to stop. So, oops. Okay, so we ended up with some good copper, we ended up with some malachite, and you can use those later whenever you're crafting certain items. Was I supposed to go? Uh-oh. No, bear. I don't want to fight you, bear. I really didn't want to fight that bear. But certain creatures will attack you no matter what, and other creatures will leave you alone as long as you leave them alone, kind of thing. So that just happened to be one of the ones that will attack you for breathing.
Time to do some real damage.
I'm in the middle of this little event right here. Okay, I've activated this waypoint, so I'll be able to get back here if I need to. So basically, in order to make this work, you have to basically get rid of all the enemies within this like red circle. You gotta turn it green. You gotta oh no. Okay, so I was able to rally. I'm gonna go help this dude. Oh, I'll try to help this dude.
This is getting serious.
Okay, yeah, so that's not gonna work. Ow. So I'm hoping this person's actually at their... Sometimes you'll heal people and they're like away from the keyboard. Oh yeah, no, he's still fighting, so he was actually just waiting for me to heal him up so he didn't have to waypoint out of there. Depending on the fight, in some situations it's actually easier to waypoint out than it is to... It's easier to waypoint out and then come back in than it is to try to wait for somebody to heal you. You're not even in the... You know what? It's fine. Oh, come on.
Time to do some real damage.
Hey, where did he go? Oh. That was a trap. I may never finish this. This is terrible. It's also easier to do stuff like this when there are more than 2 people.
Time to do some real damage. Anyone? Help! Back at it.
Okay. Looks like a little, just about an hour, but I don't want to stop in the middle of this event.
Time to do some real damage.
So it looks like this person has like some sort of a shadow step ability. Okay, so you can't teleport out whenever you're whenever you're in combat, you can't teleport out, and you cannot get onto one of your mounts. Dude, that was rude. All right, great. I don't think this is the direction I want to be going, actually. Aim for that waypoint. Once I get to that waypoint, I think that's where I will call it. Now, there are some things that are coming up in map chat, talking about things that will boost you automatically to level 80 and things like that. And I do have items that will do that, but that kind of defeats the purpose of me showing you how to start with an intro character. But that's actually going to be all the time that I've got today in order to do this. So I will hopefully be on earlier in the day tomorrow to get everything taken care of. Like I said, everything got pushed back, and I do sincerely apologize about that. So I guess wherever in the world you are, you have a good one, whether it be a good day, good night, good evening, good millennium, whatever it is, please have a good one. I hope I see you tomorrow on the next stream. So, good night, you guys, and goodbye.